Hey y'all, Tamika here. Listen, I wanted to come to you today because I've really been thinking about something. Are you the reason why you're not where you want to be? Are you holding yourself back? So I've been seeing this meme everywhere. There's always one that kind of pops up and it says something to the effect of, don't allow yourself to be the reason, or don't allow yourself to be the weapon that's formed against yourself and causing you not to prosper. I mean, it's awkward to say it, but I totally get the concept. I think it's so easy for us to be able to put blame on people, places, and things as to why we have not reached a point in our destiny or fulfilled a certain number of goals that we had. And a lot of times we don't look at the fact that it really could just be us. So really think about the fact, are you the reason why you're feeling stuck? Are you the reason why you have not reached the pinnacle of where you want it to be? And I remembered feeling stuck, and it wasn't too long ago. And I remember in this moment of feeling stuck, saying to God, I don't know why I'm not progressing. I don't know why I'm not further along. I don't know why things seem to be, floundering and why I'm just not happy. And when I really opened myself up to it, and I told God, I said, I want to be happy, healed, whole, focused, all that stuff. And God said, okay, well, first of all, you're lazy. Okay. All right, God, yeah. And I said, but God, I just can't work like I used to. Lord, I used to work till 1, 2, and 3 o'clock in the morning. I just can't do it. He said, but you're not making the best use of your time that you could be doing. Okay. So I said, but God, all these people are in my way and everybody needs something from me and everybody's pulling on me. And God said, well, you got all these people around you because you like feeling needed. Woo! Jesus, fix it right now, God, fix it, right? And then the other issue was the fact that I just had so much going on that I could not focus on making one thing pop, right? And I used to be like, well, God gave me all of these things that I can do. So God, you didn't just give me one gift to only make one thing pop. So here's the thing. If you're realizing that there is something wrong, that you should be further along than where you currently are right now, this is what you need to do. Number one, identify what is the issue. Is the issue you? Right? Yes, there could be sometimes a deep-seated issue. Like sometimes we're afraid of success because with success comes responsibility. It's easy being lazy. It's easy procrastinating. It's easy being able to blame everybody around us for the fact that we are not successful. And when you're successful, there is a weight and a responsibility that comes with being able to keep the success, stay in front of the haters and those that pillage off of you, right? And then once you identify what it is, baby, fix it. Fix it. If it is a deep-seated issue, then go get some therapy. There is nothing wrong with getting therapy. I'm telling you, it can be a life changer for you. It's not even something that you have to do all the time. It's not like once you go and see a therapist that you'll be stuck with the therapist for the rest of your life. No, absolutely not. That's not what it is. But if there is some deep-seated issue where you're like, I'm just afraid of success and, I've always been torn down my entire life. Well, baby, go get some therapy, right? Because you deserve to be further along, right? You're a king's kid. You're a king's kid, right? And if you're one of God's royal priesthood, right, because that's who he says we are, then you deserve to be further along than where you are right now. You should be further along. So if it is a deep-seated issue, then deal with it. Now, if you find that it really isn't an issue of you needing therapy, okay, then let's break it down and figure out what it is, okay? So let's talk about what God let me know, right? You're lazy. Part of my laziness was tied directly to procrastination, right? I was so overwhelmed with things, right? A lot of my stuff was all tied together. So overwhelmed with everything that I had to do that I would procrastinate, and I grew lazy and I just wouldn't do stuff. Then I'd be overwhelmed and then I'd be angry with everybody all around me because I had so much piled on me at one time. If you're lazy, stop being lazy. Get your work done. Write it down. Make a to-do list, right? Here's one of the things about a to-do list. You can write down everything that you need to do, but then be realistic about how you go about knocking those things off. Knock the stuff off that you can knock off quickly. That's what I had to do. Knock those things off quickly because there are things on your list that you can probably knock out in just a couple of minutes. And that used to be me. Once you knock off the small things, then you can begin to approach the bigger things with a different strategy. Strategize on how to do it. What I had to do is put people in my life that I trusted, right? My mother is one of them. I have a couple of friends that know exactly how I work, and I can call them and say, okay, I'm feeling overwhelmed. You can't tell everybody your business. You can't put everybody in your business, but I have those couple of people in my life, right? It's only a couple, a small amount, and I will say to them, listen, I need to talk this out with you, and I need you to help me with the strategy. It's a blessing when you can have people in your life that are willing to do that for you. So that's one of the things that I began to do, and I knocked out those big things, and I realized it was over a lot faster. And then once you begin to knock out everything on your to-do list, then stay on top of it, right? Don't continue to let things pile up. Stay on top of your A game. That is so important. When it came to the people around me, baby, stop being a people pleaser. Detox yourself from people in your life that are mooching off of you. If you remember, at the beginning of the year, I did the People Pleaser Detox. I did a series on that, right? Go to my website, tamikahall.com, and you'll be able to catch those videos. It's important to recognize when you are putting yourself out because you are addicted to the praise from other people. It's time out for that. Let it go. Right? Because the only thing it's going to do is leave you at a deficit. So get the moochers away from you. You don't need to feel needed anymore. I promise you, there are people in life who need you. Your children, your spouse, your parents, whoever it is, there are people who actually need you and don't want you to constantly give them things. You get what I'm saying? So get those moochers out of your life. And the last thing, learn how to focus on some things. So I'm just dealing with my issues, right? Learn how to focus, right? Focus on just a couple of things. I got somebody in my life. I got a little coach in my life, not a little, but I got a coach in my life who said, okay, let's put a map together of what you need to do. And I began knocking off things that were not profiting me anything at that moment. So here's the thing. This is the harsh reality. The only person that can fix it is you. If you've determined that there is something standing in your way and you've recognized that maybe, just maybe it's you, like maybe you need to get your skills up. You know, maybe you need to take a class. Again, maybe you need to go see therapy. Maybe you need to stop procrastinating. Maybe you need to put a strategy in place to better handle what's being thrown at you. You're the only one that can fix it. So fix it. Don't you deserve like the ultimate happiness? Don't you deserve to know what it feels like to walk in your purpose? Don't you deserve that? You do. But again, the only person that can fix it, it's you. Once you start doing it, you're going to enjoy it because you're going to see yourself being fruitful. And if you set small goals in front of yourself, you're going to see yourself accomplishing those things. And baby, you're going to start walking in your purpose and you're going to get closer to your destiny. And it's amazing. It is such an amazing feeling when you're doing what God has called you to do. And here's the thing, the other thing. It's not saying that you're never going to jump in your own way again. No, that's not what that means. It's going to be very possible that your old you was going to try to step in front of you. But now you'll know how to recognize it. And that's when you're going to speak to yourself and you're going to say, no, we're not doing this. No, we're not going to people please today. No, we're not going to procrastinate today. I'm going to push this a little bit further so I can get this done. Baby, you deserve it. Stop standing in your own way and go after everything that God has for you. Y'all have a blessed one.